We're so bombarded with noise in this world that sometimes the lack of sound, or at least having natural sound, the wind, the elk bugling in the fall, the geese flying over, and the other sound I like to hear is the gulp. The sound of that trout rising is a pretty neat thing.
The Henry's Fork, to me, is pretty much my livelihood.
I think my favorite thing about the Henry's Fork is the fact that I get to fish it.
There, that one took the dry.
Come on, baby!
It defines my life.
It's about as beautiful a place as you could ever want to go fishing. Even on fishless days, you're in a beautiful place.
The Henry's Fork is a place where you can regenerate your soul.
We see people travel from thousands and thousands of miles just to stand in this water and to witness it. You know, the flow of the water on their legs, these beautiful trout.
You know, the river means a lot to everybody. Everybody has a different interest in it.
This is the Henry's Fork, but it's also the headwaters of the Snake River, and it's part of what sustains Idaho and what makes Idaho great.
You almost can't imagine the Henry's Fork without the Henry's Fork Foundation and the work we do here.
I can well remember how helpless I felt. You know, there was hydro development that had the potential to completely dry up most of the river, all the way from Riverside Campground clear down and including Upper Mesa Falls. You just felt so alone.
We just all had an immense love for this place. We wanted to be able to pass on the great times in our life that we had to our children, and we could see the river potentially going downhill. A group of us got together in 1984 and we started the Henry's Fork Foundation with the goal of initially stopping the hydroelectric dams and improving the habitat in the river. And it was a relatively naive time for Idaho, and it was a perfect time for the foundation to begin because we had the chance to make an impact. We've parlayed this into an organization which is now an organization which is admired throughout the country, if not the world.
Oh, the river is in a far better place than it was 30 years ago.
It's almost like a little surprise. What's going to be in the fish ladder today?
The fishery has improved dramatically. The fish counts have doubled in some locations.
Rainbow trout, 298.
If you look at the numbers of wild trout that are in the river, you would definitely notice a difference.
It's a lot of fun to go out there and see what's utilizing the work that we've done. It's exciting.
Hey, look at that.
The organization to grow and mature and learn is what I'm most proud of. We're science-based, and as we learn stuff, we incorporate it into our work. Not many organizations do that well.
Right now, at 30 years of age, I would say the foundation is mature. We have a lot of cohesion. We couldn't really be in a better place at the Henry's Fork Foundation.
188.
And I think a lot of people are of that same mind. They've seen the river without the Henry's Fork Foundation. Now they see it with the Henry's Fork Foundation, and it's a match made in heaven. The people of the Henry's Fork Foundation are extremely passionate and generous. 30 years from now, I don't see that changing. I still see the foundation being run by passionate, generous, caring people.
It brings tears to your eyes to think how naively it began, and yet amazing to see so many quality people get so enthusiastic behind an organization with real results.
I am so proud to be from an area where we, the people of Idaho, and others who visit us, care enough to preserve and protect our wonderful resource.
The foundation's been able to work with all the groups and to be able to see that in most cases we usually all want the same thing.
The Henry's Fork Foundation should continue doing the wonderful work that they already do. We have anglers who love to go fishing. We have people who like to float the rivers. We have the farming community who is extremely supportive of that resource. We need to be able to have us all share and care for the Henry's Fork is where we need to be.
Not every river has the advantage that we do with this organization. The foundation will grow on the basis of its influence and what it means not only to this river but to other rivers as well.